Some smiles hide disappointment whenever your progress suddenly becomes impossible ignoring. Your brain notices strange tension before your conscious thoughts understand everything. But hidden envy rarely appears aggressive, loud, obvious, or emotionally confrontational. Today, you will learn 4 behaviors revealing secretly resentful people around. The dangerous part is, hidden envy usually sounds supportive during conversations. They celebrate carefully, while protecting themselves from feeling emotionally smaller inside. That contradiction creates confusing interactions your brain naturally struggles interpreting correctly. But one subtle behavior exposes their real emotions faster than expected. Today, you will understand 4 psychological signs people rarely discuss honestly. These behaviors seem harmless until recognizing emotional patterns quietly hiding underneath. Once your brain identifies these signals, conversations suddenly feel completely different. And the final sign reveals who genuinely supports your personal growth. They remove your effort. You share exciting progress, but they immediately credit luck instead afterward. Your discipline disappears entirely from stories they quietly retell themselves every one. Admitting your consistency succeeded forces uncomfortable reflection upon their personal choices. That psychological discomfort makes minimizing your effort emotionally easier for them. People without envy naturally recognize sacrifice, patience, discipline, and emotional resilience. But hidden resentment constantly searches external explanations, protecting fragile personal identities. Your success becomes dangerous evidence proving change requires responsibility and sustained. That realization quietly threatens every excuse repeatedly explaining their stalled progress. They introduce smaller versions of you. Some people describe you accurately, while others strategically reduce your presence. They mention safer details, avoiding achievements, creating uncomfortable comparisons afterward repeatedly. Nothing sounds insulting directly, yet conversations strangely leave you emotionally minimized. Your brain detects subtle disrespect before logic fully explains interactions clearly. This behavior appears whenever someone secretly measures themselves against your visible. They fear your confidence might expose insecurities already difficult managing privately. So they carefully edit your identity before others experience complete personalities. That invisible editing protects fragile egos from feeling emotionally overshadowed. Socially, every conversation becomes competition. You mention simple happiness, and suddenly they share something supposedly bigger. Normal conversations slowly transform into emotional scoreboards nobody openly agreed. Creating your brain leaves exhausted, because connection quietly became subconscious comparison during. But genuinely supportive people never force conversations into competitive emotional territory. Real support feels emotionally spacious, calm, encouraging, and psychologically safe during. That emotional safety becomes extremely important, supporting confidence and healthier relationships. Instead, forcing motivation, your brain needs supportive environments developing meaningful growth. That quiet philosophy behind personal progress reflects everything quiet growth represents. They love plans but ignore results. Before projects begin, they ask detailed questions, appearing deeply interested, and they need to do. But after success becomes visible, their curiosity suddenly disappears without explanations. Because plans still contain uncertainty, while completed results create uncomfortable comparisons. Their interest was never truly support, but subconscious emotional surveillance protecting this below, the pattern your brain finally understands. Hidden envy reveals more about unresolved identity struggles than your actual weak. You cannot shrink enough fixing emotional battles secretly happening inside another. Protect your ideas carefully, build quietly, and observe genuine supporters afterward. Once your brain recognizes hidden envy clearly, its emotional influence weakens.